Well, here I am again, building another sweet ride. At Metal Art Customs, make classics beautiful again. Making YouTube videos for all to see. I'm doing what I love. Check out my friends' channels in the description. Like, subscribe, and comment. Another sweet ride. At Metal Art Customs, make classics beautiful again. Making YouTube videos for all to see. I'm doing what I love. Check out my friends' channels in the description. Like, subscribe, and comment. Again, building another sweet ride. At Metal Art Customs, make classics beautiful again. Making YouTube videos for all to see. I'm doing what I love. Check out my friends' channels in the description. Like, subscribe, and comment.
Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday morning, January 21st, 2025. No, it is not Tuesday. It is Wednesday, I think. Am I right? Am I right or am I wrong? I don't know. It is the 21st. I do know that. New battery already. All right. If you remember yesterday, I finished up this side and I disassembled the door panels. Yeah, that way I'm gonna do around the handles. The other side I had sanded around the handles and taped them up, and that sucked. I honestly, it just sucked. So I decided to go ahead and do it right. Pulled the handles and the locks out. That way, make it a little easier. And when I spray, I can come right across and not worry about in between and getting runs, because that area sucks if the handles are on. But anywho's, this morning, I'm gonna sand this area on both sides, and I'm gonna sand this area. Once I get that taken care of, I'm gonna get it down off of my stands, you know, cause I'm short. I'm only 5'10". I'm gonna drop it down to the ground so I can do all the top sides. I have to pull the wipers. And I gotta find my tool. I've got a tool somewhere. I just have to remember where it's at. It's been several years since I used it. I gotta pull the trim around the windshield and the back glass. Get that stuff taken off there, and then I can get the whole top side sanded out. How far will I go today? I don't know. We'll just have to Wait and see. All right, let me get my sandpaper ready and we'll get started. I'm gonna tape this off to protect it. He don't want this panel painted, so I don't want to sand it by accident. So I tape it off. Well, that was uneventful. But wait, there's more. Maybe there's more. Come on, stick. Okay. Be that way then. Stubborn. There. That's mo better. That's mo better. All right, now I gotta protect his pretty new grill. I don't want to sand it either. So we'll get that right there. Remember guys, keep your fingernails. They do help. They get that tape right up in that seam. See? How many times do you have to sand or tape a vehicle when you're doing a paint job? A lot of people think, yeah, you tape it up and paint it. Well, what about before you paint? You gotta protect the stuff too. You know? Squeeze me. Alright. If I got enough tape on this roll, I'm going to put another layer right there. I do. All right. Now, I guess start sanding.
Every day is a new day, blessed to do what we do. Every day is a new day, blessed to do what we do. Bluegrass drinking coffee, building classic cars, spending time with great people. It's metal, our customs restoration, restaurants, hot rods, low riders, lifted trucks. We build them all at Metal Art Customs.
Are you gonna move so I can get over here? Come on now. That's better, thank you.
Every day is a new day, blessed to do what we do. Every day is a new day, blessed to do what we do. Bluegrass drinking coffee, building classic cars, spending time with great people. It's metal, our customs restoration, restaurants, hot rods, low riders, lifted trucks. We build them all at Metal Art Customs. Rolling slow, low rider, switches and some alligators. 20-inch chrome, clean wires, all black, pearl blue paint. Puffing something fat, looking through some stunner shades. Dressed in all black, with a hat and a grill. Pearl blue and black, alligator hats, big pimp Cadillac, baby, I need that. Shining in the moonlight, off to do a few things. Black Chevy, sitting on some gold spoke Dayton. Ripping 2142, old English letters. Pearl blue paint, flakes shining, looking wet. Pearl blue and black, alligator hats, big pimp Cadillac, baby, I need that. Ripping 214, old English letters. Pearl blue paint, flakes shining, looking wet. Pearl blue and black, alligator hats, big pimp Cadillac, baby, I need that.
right here. This one's leaking right here and around the corner. There. See if this one's got a screw in it, because this one don't line up. This one don't even have a screw in it. Dang it, I'm gonna have to take this panel off. I bet it's screwed to the back side of this. Well, if I gotta take that off there, I'm gonna paint it off of there. I'll just tape all of this up to there. Yep, so much for not taking the whole car apart, right? Gotta do what you gotta do. Well, that don't make any sense to me. It's screwed in right there. We're gonna go get an extension. This one, the clamp ain't even on it. Okay, I see how it goes. And that's why it was loose. That's why it was loose. I think he's wanting to reseal the windshield and the back glass. That's why he wanted to trim pull off. But honestly, it does help the paint process. They had a washer set right here, probably to shim this corner up. one there just did not want to come loose. All right, guys. I'm gonna go over the deck lid with 120 on the DA, cut that roughness out of it, and then I'll come back by hand. Now you want to see why you block. See that shine? That's a dent. I'm gonna end up putting some spot putty in that one. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a little bit coarser sandpaper and I'm gonna rough that area up. Get rid of that shine. Now I know I gotta put spot putty there. Yeah, this is gonna be fun to tape up to paint. Yeah. That's gonna be fun too. Notice the angle I'm holding the block. If I hold it this way, I'm gonna put flat spots in it. This way, it's following the contour. diagnosis time. There's a high, there's a low, there's a high, there's a high, which means that's low right there, right where that factory seam is. That seam goes like this right here. That's a low right there. Could I leave it? Yes, I very well could, because that is a factory line. I'm gonna block it out the best I can, and if I feel that it won't look right, which that catches my eye every time I look at this car. I'll show you on this side. This side is even worse. Watch your light. See that light? How it jumps back and forth? Right in here. That's because it's not straight. That catches my eye. You can get away with a lot of stuff on a car. I know, I'm the one doing the work. I shouldn't be saying that, whatever. I want to show you guys what I look for. Right along that yellow right there. See that light jump around? That catches my eye. It's right at your eye level. This car is sitting on all four right now. This is where it's going to set. If you walk up to this car and you see that wave right there, you're not going to be happy with it. It's going to jump out at you, and you're going to be aggravated every time you see that. So I will take care of that. I have a better rear end for you. And I did call Moser. Ha ha, that's right. Ooh. Yeah, look at that. Right there's another big low. I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing or not. Right there. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to rough it up with this, get rid of the shine. I'm going to have to glaze that too. Yep. Cold Moser, and they gave me a really decent price to cut that rear end down. Here I've been trying to figure out how to find a rear end that's close to what I need and make it work. And all I had to do is call them and they'll do it for less than what another rear end would cost. So, yeah. No bueno. Now up in here, I'm going to use a different block. You gotta have different kinds of blocks, guys. I'm gonna work on this area right here a little bit. I know it's 4 o'clock, but I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna use this hard Durablock here. See if I can't get it to feather out just a wee bit. Gonna bring you in just a little bit more. You can see it starting to go into the primers here, and it's still not touching right there. I'll probably end up glazing this seam. I'm going through into the original paint, so I don't know, it might block out. I mean, it does look a lot better than it did. See, whoever painted it before didn't worry about it, they just sanded it and painted it. But me, I see it, I gotta fix it. It drives me nuts if I don't. It is working out. I need a new piece of sandpaper though. Can you see the difference? That light is the clear coat. That is the base coat. And then you got the primer from the last paint job, and then you got the original paint. And now I'm getting into the original primer. And remember, you want to keep your block parallel with the curve. I'm not hitting metal yet, so I can keep going. Oh yeah, that feels so much better. Right in here needs it. I don't know if I can get it with this one though. coming out. All right, see, I'm starting to get into the metal. Time to stop. I honestly think that's gonna be good enough. Once I get that coat of primer on there, it'll fill that itty bit that is still there. So I'll be good. That's really good. Up here, that's lead. I need to glaze right in there, but the rest of this is feeling pretty decent. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna call that a day. This front area took some time. Apparently my camera didn't want to record for me, but I did smooth that out a little bit right there. Same way with over here. Yeah, I was looking back through my videos at lunch and I noticed that wasn't on there, so yippee. Oh man, that's a big old lump. I mean, I knew I could see it, but oh crap. That ain't good. Man, that's a big old lump coming out. Oh, this side might be a little bit more fun. All right, guys, I'm gonna cut it off for the day. I'm gonna go out here at lunchtime. I went out and grabbed my rear end because it was nice and sunny. I opened the door while it was nice and sunny. Come back, got on the forklift, and it turned like this. It's been like this all afternoon. But I went out and grabbed my rear end. I'm gonna start stripping that out. Yep. gonna look totally different when I'm done with it. I've got to strip it out and you know, no brackets, no nothing. I don't need none of that on there. And then I need to put a set of tires on it. That way I can get my measurements to figure out how wide it needs to go in there. I've got a 4-link. I've got a 4-link suspension kit that I bought for 10 cents when I was gonna put that rear end in it. And then I run across that narrowed rear end that was exactly the right size. So I got the rear end still, and I've got the brand new 4-link set up. So yeah, once I get that back, then I can set this up. But between now and then, I need to get the steering buttoned up for one. I need to get this connected and ready to go, and I need to finish this up. Once I get the rear end back, which they told me I could stay there and wait on it, and I'm like, really? They're like, yeah. That's awesome. I'll get the rear end put in it. I've already got the motor and training mounted. All I got to do is get a measurement for the rear or the drive shaft. Call my buddy up there at Lima Clutch and Joint and have him make me a drive shaft for it. And the drivetrain, pretty much there. I've got a Boyd's tank upstairs that I'm going to mount in here. I'm going to pick up a couple of marine battery boxes. That way they're fully enclosed. Just one battery box. And I'm going to put it in the trunk. Run my cables. And yeah, this coming along now. Yeah. As soon as I get it to where I can start it up and move it around, then I can patch those 1, 2, 3 holes on this side. One hole on this side. And they ain't gotta be perfect. Yeah. Well, actually, once I get the never mind, that's a different video. Hold on, guys. Slide over and hit that membership video and you'll watch the progress on it. All right, guys, till the next one, have a blessed day.
Grinding sparks, flash in my eyes, blood stains, smudges of grease, arc welder, hot rod surprise, rolling out in a cloud of heat, big and loud, screaming and proud, it's just what I do down at Middle Art.